G'day guys, how are ya? Hope you're all having a fantastic evening. Tonight I've got a review for you all. This movie is an American horror film released in 2011, directed by Michael Goy, and this movie is called Megan is Missing. And the story to Megan is Missing is as follows. On January 14th, 2007, 14-year-old Megan Stewart disappeared. 3 weeks later, her 13-year-old best friend, Amy Herman, also vanished. Assembled through video chats, webcam footage, home videos and news reports, this is what happened in the days immediately before and after Megan went missing. From writer-director Michael Goy comes this unblinking depiction of internet predators and child abduction as seen through the eyes of two North Hollywood teens. Their language is blunt, their behaviour is shocking, and their fate is absolutely horrific. Amber Perkins, Rachel Quinn and Dean Waite star in this disturbing and often explicit drama about a real-life world of risks and danger that every teen must know and no parent can afford to miss. So the film itself is not a true story, but it's taken from a collection of true stories, and it centres around internet predators and the predators that are willing to prey upon the vulnerabilities of children on the internet. So what we have here, the two teenagers are the main characters, Megan Stewart and Amber Herman. They're best friends, and the start of the film really goes through their day-to-day teenage life. Now, Megan is a very reactive individual, and it's very shocking what she actually knows and what she actually does for a 14-year-old. But it really is a wake-up call because a lot of teenagers are actually doing this. And Amy, on the other hand, is completely different. She's very shy, and it's a typical kind of 13-year-old female. But having said that, while they're completely different people, they're best friends. And this shows that Megan is a very good person because she looks out for her best friend at every given opportunity. So you get a real liking towards these two, and you get a strong sense of innocence. Although Megan is doing what she does, you can see that she has a lot of innocence in her still. So straight away you get a connection with these main characters, which is why I felt that the film worked so well. However, all of this vulnerability and the heartwarming friendship that these two have quickly changes when Josh is introduced to Megan online. Now, Josh doesn't have a webcam. Apparently his younger brother broke it, but he has pictures. And these pictures that Megan sees win her over. He seems to be a very attractive boy. It's Megan's age. And Josh is a very smooth talker. He talks to Megan through a microphone. And Megan thinks that she's really onto a catch here. So eventually they decide to meet up behind a diner, and this is the last that Megan has ever been seen again. So Amy is wondering where her best friend has gone, and she thinks that Josh might have something to do with it. A few weeks after Megan's disappearance, Amy disappears as well. Now the police believe that Megan and Amy had run away together, but the truth is far more terrifying, horrific, and absolutely heartbreaking than anyone would ever have expected. So that is as far as I'm going to go. Synopsis. If you want to know more, you're going to have to go and see this film for yourself. Now, what I thought of this movie. I'm not going to give this movie a score out of 5. It's not an entertaining film, and in no way does it pretend to be entertaining. So it's not going to be something for entertainment value. And so for that reason, I don't feel right in giving it a score, so it's going to be a not available score for this one. However, having said that, while the film, as far as production value, as far as technique is concerned, it has a lot of flaws. But I will say that this is the most important film you as a parent will ever see in your entire life. The director doesn't make the film about quality, he makes it about the message, and that's why I respect this director so much. Here we have a guy who is not making a movie for money, but he's making a movie to spread the word about online predators. And that although your teenage son or daughter might be in the safety of their own home, it doesn't mean they are not vulnerable to evil. And that is to do with the internet and just how in-depth the internet is and how easy it is for your child to be suckered in and lured to a terrifying fate that these two go through. So for that reason, I actually thought that the director really had his heart in the right place, and for that reason, I would recommend this to every single parent out there. I am going to tell you right now that it will disturb you to no end, and the director in the last 20 minutes does not shy away from anything, and I will tell you that the last 20 minutes of this film absolutely shook me to no end. Now, I have young nephews, And for to see people this age being treated like they actually get treated in the last 20 minutes is just really, really disturbing, and it really upsetting as well. Having said that, do not shy away from the film, because, it is a wake-up call, it is very important, and it's very, very unique. The acting was very good. I thought that the director did a very good job at portraying two very real teenagers. And it's not only the online predators, it's also the lifestyles that teenagers are living these days. In the old days, teenagers weren't like this, and so as a parent, when you're growing older, you have to be aware of the fact that teenagers are living in a very different world these days, and that, as I said, a very dangerous tool is the internet. And so, the violence at the end of the film, it's not graphic, but it's extremely disturbing. There's a lot of sexual violence, but it's all done in a very necessary manner. Nothing is gratuitous, nothing is over the top. It's all very real and in your face, and I think that it was absolutely compulsory for the director to go the approach that he went for. So it's done using handheld camera stuff. Usually that's a flaw in a film. I don't really like that sort of stuff. But for me, I thought it was absolutely necessary in the film, because it gives a very realistic portrayal of what is a very common problem these days. So, not giving it a score out of 5, but please go out there and see the film, especially if you're a parent, and especially if your children are on the internet all the time. After seeing this one, I will tell you one thing: you do not want your children going through what these poor children in this film went through. So it's an extremely shocking film, but I have to say, I cannot stress this enough, it is an extremely important film to watch. So Michael Goy has made an incredible movie for the fact that it's so real and it's so important. So Michael Goy, you can be very proud of yourself through this film. I thought it was absolutely unmissable. Go and see it as soon as possible. Just be very careful though, it is extreme. Alright guys, that's it for my review. I hope you enjoyed it. It's something a little bit different tonight, so yeah, please go and see it if you get the opportunity. So until next time, keep watching movies, and I'll see you later. Bye.